Here we have verse 6 of the 13th chapter of the Gospel of John. We're in the midst of this remarkable moment in which Jesus has undertaken the task of a lowly servant, and washing the feet of his disciples is undoubtedly precipitating a fair amount of response among them. But of course, the only one that's noted for us is that of Peter, who is highlighted in this verse. We don't really know if this was the first set of feet that Jesus had undertaken to wash, or whether there had been others before. We're not advised. Maybe Peter was the first, but one way or another, he's the first we know of that responded. And the response, of course, is given to us here. So we have erketai from erchomai, deponent verb, means I come or I go. In this case, it means I come, third person singular, present active indicative. So he comes. Referring to Jesus, the subject of the verb, un, postpositive conjunction. He comes, therefore. Pros, preposition, takes the accusative, means facing or toward, and usually implies motion, as opposed to the dative, which can be more of a static, indirect object. So he comes, therefore. Pros, simona, for Simon, and then patron for Peter. So he comes, therefore, to Simon Peter. And as I say, we don't know if Peter was first in line, could be, but as he arrives, of course, now we have Peter voicing his protest, lege, again in the present tense, from lego, I say, third person singular, present active indicative, auto, the dative singular masculine pronoun, functioning in the indirect object situation. So he says to him, to Jesus, and then curia, the vocative of kurios, Lord, so Lord, addressing him. And then notice these two are set right next to each other. This is suggesting a certain degree of emphatic contrast. So su, which is you, this is the nominative of the second person pronoun, so you, and then mu, which is the genitive singular of the first person pronoun, so you, me is the idea. Now, the sense of it grammatically is you of me, and the of me is in the genitive showing possession. So normally we would expect it back here behind the term tous podos, so it would be tous podos mu, the feet of me. But of course, we want to put it right up front here because John wants to place special emphasis on it in contrast to the word su. So you of me is the idea. The feet of me, here niptes, we had that word in the previous verse. Nipto is the word for wash. It was related to nipter, you recall, the word for a basin, a wash basin. So it's an incredulous question that Peter poses. You of me, the feet, are you going to wash? This is the second person singular, present active indicative. Question mark at the end, the semicolon there, showing this is a question that's being posed. And of course, we're going to have Jesus' remarkable answer in the subsequent conversation.